Hello, this is Dan.
And Phil.
What are you at, Sam?
Chocolate ring.
You are listening to BBC Radio 1, where for the next hour, some of the biggest stars of the internet take control of your radio.
Ow, Charlie!
I am Charlie McDonald.
My name's Jack Howard.
And I'm Dean Dobbs.
It's a Leo Blue, Dan, Charlie.
Hello, everyone!
Is this thing on?
This is the Internet Takeover.
9 p.m, so you know what that means. Internet Takeover on Radio 1 with Dan and Phil. We are going to be in control of what comes out of the radio in the next hour. In about 15 minutes, we will be telling you all of the weirdest things that have happened around the world recently in internet news. Later on, we'll be doing the 7-second challenge, while we're hoping to make up for a bit of an embarrassing defeat last time. And, of course, we'll be playing you some of our favourite tunes.
Also, to celebrate the birth of spring, we've made a baby animal quiz, which we'll play for you later. And if you want to watch us live, you can go to bbc.co.uk/Radio 1.
Nice owl jumper, by the way, there, Phil.
Thanks. I'm hoping people will think I'm wise, because it's an owl.
Oh, totally. I mean, they can be the judge of that listening.
They can, though. Some people have ruined it for me because they've said that its eyes look like breasts, and now that's all I can see. So you can go check that out on the website. Let me know what you think of my...
Oh, my God, they do.
Owl with breast eyes.
You have... That's... Wow. What an endorsement to check us out on the radio website.
Yeah.
While we all contemplate that, let's have a song. This is from a band that we met for the first time at the Brits last week. We loved these guys, didn't we?
One of them has a face.
You actually do have Mikey the bassist's actual face, don't you?
Yeah.
I think one of your dads was the milkman.
I think so.
I'm actually a bit in love with the lead singer of this band, Ollie Alexander, but I hear that a lot of people are, so it's quite a long queue. This is Years and Years with the song Real on BBC Radio 1. And Years, Real on Radio 1. So, I mean, we were going to be talking about is it spring yet?
Well,
it's March the
March the 20th. March the 20th is when spring officially begins.
Officially, okay.
But for me, I've put winter in the recycle bin. It's time for some nice weather and stuff.
I feel like the spring season has come. I had my first uncomfortably warm night last night.
Yeah?
I mean, I did leave the radiator on, it turns out, but I was like full on, like rip off the clothes, just lying naked on top of the bedsheets, waiting for the wind to caress my body.
Thanks for those mental images.
You know
I've actually been doing some spring cleaning.
Oh, have you? How productive.
Yeah. I found some books. Do you remember Animorphs?
Animorphs, Blast from the Past. I do remember those.
I found my Animorphs books. Basically,
really? Wow.
They were books where people transformed into animals, and there was a boy that got trapped as a hawk as well. That was quite sad.
That sounds quite scary and sad, actually.
Anyway, it got me thinking, what would happen if you didn't morph into an animal?
Completely.
But you just took on one of their body parts?
Okay.
That's where I'm going with this.
So what do you want to talk about with everyone today, Phil?
If you had to choose an animal body part to attach to your own body, what would it be, and what would you use it for?
Wow, okay.
What about you, Dan? What would you have?
Okay, so for example, you could have an octopus's beak in your belly button.
What?
That you could use for opening pistachio nuts. That's quite a horrifying mental image, actually, but that could work.
That is so disturbing.
You could have a kangaroo pouch.
Yeah.
You could just use it as a fanny pack.
Definitely.
Or a bum bag.
That'd
Either
be
way,
useful,
that's
actually.
not a good phrase, is it? Don't give you a safe option for that one, do
No,
they?
I'm gonna
But
get thinking
kangaroo
about
pouch,
this.
it would be good. Yeah, you think of one if you want all us to do it. So how do you want people to join in, Phil?
Tweet us with the hashtag #MyAnimalBodyPart. That is #MyAnimalBodyPart. Or you can text us on 81199. We might read a few of those as well. And now for someone with a tongue as long as a giraffe.
Nice.
It's Miley Cyrus with We Can't Stop.
bbc.co.uk/Radio 1 now to watch the Dan and Phil show on Radio 1.
That was Giraffe Cyrus with We Can't Stop. And I've actually thought of an animal body part I'd take.
Is it better than a kangaroo pouch? Hit us, Phil.
It's the psychic powers of a dolphin.
What?
Because everyone knows dolphins are psychic, right?
Do they?
So I just read everyone's minds all the time.
Questionable nature fact, and also I don't think psychic powers are a body part.
They kind of are.
We've got a text
section
here
of the
from
brain.
someone, though. Dean, on his way back with a new car to Malton, said, I would have a cow's teats for fresh milk every day. You'd milk yourself, would you?
Would that be human milk or would that be cow milk?
I don't know. We're crossing serious kind of ethical and moral boundaries with this hashtag. We'll read some more out after what we're doing next.
Yeah, I'll avoid that milk because I'm lactose intolerant, so I'll stay away from Dean's teats.
Okay.
Right, anyway.
On with the show.
What is more important than politics, dresses, cheese and sheep?
Mm-hmm.
It's time for the things that are worth knowing in the world. This is the Internet News.
Is the Internet News.
Internet News.
Unless you've been literally dead, you have probably heard about the dress, an image uploaded to the internet by Tumblr user Swiked with the caption, "Guys, please help me. Is this dress white and gold or blue and black? Me and my friends can't agree and we are freaking out." And the mystery as to what colour this dress is has literally been the world's #1 priority for the last few days. Humanity has been divided in half between people that either see white and gold or blue and black.
It's driving me insane.
We've only seen black and blue, which is the actual colour of the dress.
That's all I can see.
How much would you pay to actually see this white and gold?
I would pay at least a packet of jammy Dodgers.
Wow,
to
is
see
that
the
how
white
far
and
you'd
gold.
go?
Yeah. It's actually been scientifically proven that the white and gold people are secretly lizards.
That's not true.
Yes, it is. Internet news. This week's other enormous story comes from Steph Kerr, who tweeted a picture of what happened when her stepmom asked for some cheese and biscuits at a hotel. Yet instead of a chunk of brie and some cream crackers, she was treated to some wedges of cheese accompanied by jammy Dodgers, custard creams, and bourbons.
For anyone listening on the radio that hasn't seen this picture, it is very delicately laid out. Like, the person who got this, like, clearly spent several minutes presenting this in an attractive way, and yet at no point did they question the fact that they were putting chocolate biscuits and brie next to each other. Like, who is this person?
Maybe it's a secret Heston Blumenthal thing that's actually delicious and they're just testing it out on her.
Do you reckon, is it that hotel a trendsetter?
Yeah,
Would
maybe.
you go there and try it out for us?
I would not eat a cheesy bourbon, personally, but that's because I don't like cheese.
Playing the lactose intolerant card, Phil.
Yeah.
What a cop-out. Apparently we've got some breaking news coming from the studio. It turns out that Rupert Murdoch's name is actually Keith.
Yeah, we're getting more on that. Rupert is actually his middle name.
Wow.
Internet news!
And finally, our story comes from 44-year-old John Bowden, who was driving home from visiting his grandmother in South London when he pulled up at some traffic lights and noticed that the car in front had a sheep staring out the back window. When they pulled past, the driver of the car was apparently dressed in all white with white hair, a white moustache, and also had an "I love sheep" sticker on his boot.
Look at that sheep!
What was happening? Can you imagine seeing a sheep in the back of someone's car? What's the story?
Does the sheep look happy to be in the car?
I don't know. I mean, what do you think it is? Did they just get married? Are they on the run? I bet that's what it is.
Yeah.
They're going to live somewhere where they won't be judged by society, where they can prove that their love transcends the judgment of society.
Or he's about to have surgery to become the world's first human sheep, the Meep.
I'm sure that is exactly what's happening. And that's what's happened in the world this week.
Back to Dan and Phil in the studio. They're so handsome.
The Internet News.
It's time for some news now with Supermassive Black Hole.
Do you know what animal Matt Bellamy would be if
What
he
do
had
you
a body
reckon?
part? I think it'd be a space bear.
Space
a
bear?
tardigrade, yeah. Immortal bacteria that come from space.
I think you're right with that one.
It's very Muse.
News with supermassive white and gold hole.
Really? Did you just go there?
I'm not going to drop it until I can see it.
Oh, Phil. So, today we are talking about if you could have any animal's body part on your body, which animal body part would you have and
Yes.
why? We've been asking people to tweet us with hashtag #myanimalbodypart. Phil, what are some people saying?
Bianca said, I would like a giraffe's leg because I'm 4'10" and I'd like to step on everyone and touch their heads and see what it's like when they do it to me.
Okay, I was with her on the whole, I'm sure I'd like legs, but do people step on you? That's not acceptable behaviour. You don't need to be a giraffe to tell them that's not right.
Yeah,
Okay, what else?
Rosie said, I want a unicorn horn as a weapon.
I like that she said, as a weapon, obviously. Rosie, why do you need a weapon?
Are you going into battle?
You could just go for, like, the rainbow tail or something. Mhm.
Sabrina said, hamster pouches on my face so I could get more food in there.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, that is a skill that would just improve your life on a day-to-day basis.
Yeah, if you are tweeting us, I want to know why. I want to know why you're going to use these powers. What
That
are you
was
going
a
to do
good
with
one.
them?
I mean, like, you know, there's that awkward moment where you don't want to ask for a bag or for them to put the food you didn't eat in a box at a restaurant, so then you could just be like,
Shove
whack
it
it
in
in the
cheeks.
pouches, walk home like, hamsters, they got it nailed.
I've thought of a good one.
Okay, Phil.
I want an anteater tongue.
And what would you... And what would you do with an anteater's tongue, Phil?
I would use that to, like, grab the TV remote from the other side of the room.
Wow.
Or a mug, or some crisps.
Well, that's a pretty good reason, Phil. I'm quite impressed by that. That's a lot better than Dolphin's psychic powers. Keep tweeting those in with hashtag #myanimalbodypart, and I'm sure we will read out more throughout the show.
Yeah, and now we have Ed Sheeran in the live lounge covering Christina.
Oh, yeah. Well, I'm sure you guys have all heard of this. It was a pretty good cover. But I checked out the YouTube comments, which is generally something you should never do, but I did it. I went below the line.
You did that.
And everyone
Dangerous.
was like, I love you, Ed, but I've never heard this song before. And I was like, what? How can no one have heard Dirty by Christina Aguilera?
Yeah.
Looked it up, and the song is 12 years old.
No.
What?
I'm so old.
What? Stop. So you know what that means? Most of Ed Sheeran's fans on YouTube literally didn't exist when the song he was covering
That's
was made.
crazy.
So for all of you, this was a good song by a lady with blonde hair once. This is Ed Sheeran covering Christina Aguilera, Dirty, in the Radio 1 Live Lounge.
And Phil on BBC Radio 1.
What? Was that really necessary at the end there? I feel like that made it. That was Ed Sheeran covering Christina Aguilera with Dirty in the Radio 1 Live Lounge.
Do you reckon that would have got more views if they'd have done it in crotchless leather pants like Christina did?
I think I probably would have. I don't think
Yeah.
Ed needs to, but I think a lot of people on the internet would probably appreciate it. So you know what? You ask him to do that next time,
I
Phil.
will. I feel like we're close enough for me to ask that.
We have a tweet here from Petra who said, hashtag #myanimalbodypart. I would like owl eyes for breasts so I can match Phil's jumper.
That's very considerate. Thanks,
That was
Petra.
coming, wasn't it?
And Dinosaur Filion said, I would either have a horse head instead of my left arm.
What?
Because I'm right-handed and I could eat more food. That is so disturbing.
What an absolutely horrifying mental image. Thank you for putting that in our heads.
Yeah, now to get that out of your mind, to celebrate the birth of spring, we've made a little something for you. It is the Great Baby Animal Quiz. What's that sound, Dan?
I don't know, Phil. What?
It's the sound of baby animals being born across the land.
Vivid imagery.
Spring is almost upon us, so I thought I would quiz you on the names of baby animals.
Of course you did.
I did, because some of them have got slightly weird names, so I found the weirdest ones on the internet and I thought I would quiz you on them. You've also got 3 noise cards. If you don't know the answer, I'll play the noise for you using my mouth.
Let's go.
Play along at home. Round 1. Poult. Is that a penguin, a fox, or a baby turkey?
I have never heard of a poult before. Poultry? I'm going with turkey.
That is correct.
Hey!
Round 2. Pinky.
That's not a thing.
It's a thing.
Okay.
Is that a salmon, a rat, or a jellyfish?
A baby jellyfish. That is not a thing. Okay,
Everything's got a baby
I'm
form.
gonna go with salmon. What?
You should have used your noise card. It was a rat. A
What?
baby rat is called a pinky. Round 3.
This is more intense than I thought it'd be.
Spat. Is it an oyster, a jellyfish, or a limpet?
What? Those things don't have baby names.
Everything has a baby form.
Right, I'd love to hear the noise card for this one, Phil. What the hell was that? Was that the noise of an oyster?
Yes. the was the pearl.
I guessed that. I like that I know you well enough to interpret when you're making an oyster noise.
Thanks. Wriggler. Is it a baby cockroach, a baby woodlouse, or a baby mosquito?
I think this would be another time to bring out the noise card.
Okay, you ready? I'm going to get close to the microphone.
Yeah. That's a mosquito then, I'm guessing.
Correct!
And sorry to everybody listening in cars who just tried to swat their ear while driving.
Right, this is the final one.
Okay.
A squab. Got a really itchy squab.
This game, okay, what are the options?
Pigeon, otter, or locust.
Okay, I'd go with pigeon, but I want to hear my final noise card, please.
Your final noise card is... I gave it away a lot.
I'm going to stick with pigeon.
Correct.
Yeah.
Right. But where are all the baby pigeons? That is the mystery.
I've never seen a baby pigeon.
Have you ever seen a baby pigeon?
You see tiny birds of all kinds, but
No.
never a tiny pigeon.
Where are they?
Or are they hiding? What's their agenda?
Well done, Dan. You win all
thanks.
of those animals,
Great.
and they'll be delivered within 72 hours.
Well, what a great way to kick off spring, Phil, with your incredible relevant game.
Yay!
Bang. Thank you, Phil.
You're welcome.
That's truly incredible. Good inspiration. A lot of people on the internet are saying, it's snowing here. What are you on about? It's not spring. I'm sorry, but in the only relevant place, London, it's quite warm. I'm joking. Please don't send angry complaints. It's so easy for me to get fired.
I was just bringing nice sunny vibes to the world, even if it is snowing.
Oh,
you
you're
know?
so thoughtful.
Thanks. Now, for someone the complete opposite of a squab, it's Hayley Williams. Here is Paramore, Misery Business. Parrotmore with Misery Business.
Stop. Look, you have a responsibility here.
Everyone's groaning.
This show
I'm
is
sorry.
after Zayn. You're ruining music for everybody.
Everyone loves animal puns.
So, on Twitter, we are asking people to tweet in with hashtag #MyAnimalBodyPart with what animal body part they would have put onto their body and why. We have a tweet here from Crizzy K who says, I want elephant ears to be Dumbo so I can fly. You could just have wings.
You could have wings.
You don't have to go for the Dumbo ears, but that That's fine. I appreciate the magic. Lindsay said, I would have a turtle shell so I could crawl into it during awkward situations.
That'd be me most of the time.
It's like, nope, bye, bye,
the
retreating,
shell.
see you later. And a quite inspired one here from Anna, who said, I would like to have cheetah's legs so I can run away from my responsibilities.
Oh, that's good. That's deep.
Very metaphorical, but you could, couldn't you?
I'd get the
It's like,
spot-
bye,
oh.
can't hear me. Couldn't do anything about it.
Yeah. I like this one as well.
Hit us.
Which is Days Howell said, I would have a mammoth's tusk so I could pick up cars. That sounds like a Godzilla situation. The army is going to get you.
To pick up cars. Why is that a specific thing she wants to do? Who
Yeah.
knows? Either way, I'd just like to congratulate us as hashtag My Animal Body Part is currently the #1 worldwide trending topic. Take that, dress. Ha.
The dress is no more.
Dress has been obliterated. Go anywhere as we will be playing the 7-second challenge up next. But now it's time for me to do my duty as a Stanye by playing him at least once per every radio show. Here is Kanye with Ree and Paul McSee with 4-5 seconds on Radio 1. Wrapped ending there.
so
Here we
abrupt.
go.
Dan and Phil on BBC Radio 1.
It is now time for the most intense per second radio feature ever created. The 7-second challenge. Okay. How you feeling, Phil?
I'm prepared. I'm ready. You kind of cheated last time.
What?
We asked you to spell February, and
Look,
you
look,
spelled
if
it
you
wrong.
can't prove that I spelled February wrong with enough conviction, then you don't deserve to win, Phil. That's the
Okay.
name of the game. Would you like to explain for any new listeners what exactly the 7-second challenge is?
We have prepared some challenges for each other that we have to do in 7 seconds. If you get it wrong, you're out. It's all
Instantly.
over. The winner gets to choose a song that's kind of a wild card that wouldn't normally be played on Radio 1.
Bit some weird tracks, but I really want to play mine, so I'm going to take this extremely seriously, Phil. You
Okay.
ready to go?
I'm ready.
I've got your first one here.
Okay.
Psych yourself up. Phil, sing from the lowest note you can make to the highest note you can make in 7 seconds.
That was quite a good range.
That was... Okay, you're not Mariah. I'm just going to put it out there. That wasn't great sounding.
Adele is currently copywriting her throat because that was so good.
Ouch, but that was a pass. Okay, Phil.
Dan, you ready?
Yeah.
Name 3 things that rhyme with clock.
Well, flock,
Come on.
frock, Brock from Pokemon.
Brock from Pokemon.
Oh, come on.
If we were playing Scrabble,
Oh, Pokemon answers are accepted when we
okay.
play Scrabble. You know that we let Pokemon be okay in
fine,
Scrabble.
Pokemon is okay today.
Okay, Phil, are you ready?
Yeah.
Say the word moist 10 times.
Moist, 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 moist. 15 times. Take that, wetness. Right.
Take that, wetness. That was a bit too impressive. I was a bit scared. Sorry to everybody listening. Ding.
Dan, perform a poem about goldfish.
What? Goldfish, goldfish. How I wish I was in the bowl with you. Confinement.
Okay, I know all poems don't have to rhyme, so I'm going to give you that one. I liked it.
Thank you. Do you see how I touched on freedom there?
Yeah.
And a bit of the Shawshank. I like to bring that one in. That's a ding for me. Okay, Phil, flex your brain. How many legs would 3.5 spiders have?
What? 8, 16, 24, 25, 16, 28, 28, 28. Yes.
Well done. Honestly, I thought that would be the bad one.
Speed maths.
Ouch. Okay.
Right, Dan. This is serious now.
Okay. Oh, God.
Name 3 songs that we've played today on the radio.
4-5 Seconds by Kanye West.
Yeah.
Years and Years, Real. And what was the first song we played?
Oh, yes! Yes! You should know those, radio DJ Dan Howell. Let me have all the dings.
Oh, Phil, you are the winner.
That feels so good.
Congratulations. Okay, would you like to introduce your winning song?
Right, here's the song that I was singing in the shower on repeat, and I want to get it out of my head. It's Little Earworm.
Nice.
Anastasia, Left Outside Alone.
Good choice. Congrats, Phil.
Enjoy. Thanks, Anastasia. Speaking of people that are cold, Robin from St. Helens said, Phil, it's your fault we've got cold weather because of the Groundhog Day show.
Punxsutawney Amazing Phil, you predicted it.
Ruined it for everyone.
Last blinking radio show, it's your fault.
This is BBC Radio 1.
So, those of you who are Radio 1 freaks who don't have anything else to do with their lives, just kidding, love you, please keep listening, who may have heard the breakfast show with Nick Grimshaw this morning, they did the most amazing thing. I honestly think this is one of the best ideas ever. This is
so
going to
good.
catch on like crazy, so if you missed out, trust me, it is called Secret Busker. The idea behind it is they get a real actual pop star, put loads of prosthetics on them, real expensive, good-looking prosthetics, I must say.
Like Lord of the Rings
and then put them
level.
out in the streets, busking, and see how much money and attention they can get performing their own songs in disguise.
So is it all about the face, or is it about the voice?
Well, this was the question, and for the first one, they had Ollie Murs, who rediscovered himself as Frankie, and I swear, this is the most amazing thing ever. So if you want to watch this, then get on the Radio 1 website, bbc.co.uk/Radio 1. Here is Ollie Murs busking as Frankie. Around him then.
Yeah.
And hardly anyone knew. I don't think anyone, according to the video, actually spotted him. Could you imagine?
Ollie Murs actually has a good voice.
Well, yeah, it's a good way to prove that you can sing live, doesn't it? He's X Factor. We know he can sing. That's one way of proving authenticity. But yeah, make sure you listen to more of the Radio 1 Breakfast Show with Grimmy for more of that. I think it's going to be good.
Yeah, now, I didn't think anyone could upstage Justin Timberlake in My Soul.
That's a hard thing to do.
But Churches went and did it with their live lounge rendition of Crimea River. Here it is now. Churches with Crimea River. I was trying to think of an animal pun. Fly me a river?
Just stop.
Dan and Phil on BBC Radio 1.
Well, there we have it, guys. Thank you very much for hanging out with us tonight. Even if it's not warm where you are, hopefully, as Phil said, we have just imbued you with the spirit of spring.
That would be
especially
nice.
by talking about the animal body parts, which have been the #1 worldwide trending topic on the internet.
Our final one from Emma said, I want to be an owl so I can rotate my neck 360 degrees.
That's incredibly creepy. Okay, let's read another one from Henny, who said, I'd have shark teeth. No need for the dentist. I could just grow new ones again and again, or eat the dentist.
They do
there we
that.
go. Solving problems with murder. Thank you, Henny, for a good one, and thank you to everybody that joined in with that.
Yeah.
That's pretty good. We also learned that baby pigeons are called squabs. That was quite informative.
They're terrifying. I just Googled it.
Oh, really? They're, like, horrible in this case. And we also learned what Phil's vocal range is.
Oh, just hearing that back, it sounded better in my head, I have to be honest.
That was a truly beautiful moment, so thank you very much. Me and Phil will be back on April the 6th. Hugh Stevens is up next on Radio 1, and now to close, here is the final track from Drake's mixtape, I Live My Life by the Song. It is pretty much the embodiment of the praising hands emoji. This is Drake with 6 p.m. in New York on BBC Radio 1.
Yeah.